What's up, guys? My name's Jonathan, this is my Canon, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Cannoneer. Now, you guys have been after me to shoot an engine for a little while, and I've been working on trying to get a car. Unfortunately, it's a little harder than I thought it would be, but I do have a lawnmower for you guys today that we're going to be shooting here with the Canon. Got a couple of different types of projectiles that we're going to put against this lawnmower, so let's see how it does. But before we get on over to the range, a couple of things. If you guys haven't done so already, go ahead and drop down below and hit that subscribe button. I'm sure you guys are going to want to keep up with all the fun stuff that we're going to be shooting with the Canon here and out of the Canon coming out in some future videos. And second, maybe you guys are interested in sending us a projectile of your own design to test out of the Canon here. All the information for the subscriber shot special will be down in the description below. And last but not least, I'd like to take just a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, TST e-bikes. So a couple of videos ago, you guys saw me put together this awesome R002 moped-style e-bike that TST was kind enough to send me. And at that time, I'd only had about 100 miles or so on it, but I've been riding it a whole lot more since then. And if you're in the market for an awesome e-bike, the R002 might be the one for you. This awesome little bike's got a top speed of 32 miles an hour, which I've been using every bit of. You can see it does pretty good on gravel as well as grass, a 450-pound rider weight capacity, and a 65-mile range on a full battery charge. So if none of that was enough to tempt you into checking out the R002, TST has also been kind enough to offer my viewers a $100 off coupon using my code CANON. So if you're interested, check them out using my link in the pinned comment as well as the description below. And don't forget about my code CANON for $100 off. Thanks again to TST for sending me this awesome R002 to share with you guys, and now back to today's video. Okay, y'all have asked me for a lawnmower, so we got our riding lawnmower down there. And up first, we're going to be starting with a lead ball with 400 grains of powder, working our way up to double the powder loads, adding in some steel balls and our giant T-Rex pellet to see what we can do against that lawnmower. So let's touch this off with 400 grains of powder and see what happens to that lawnmower. Okay, y'all, that's where we hit, right there in the engine. Beautiful little hole, looks all the way through there, did not go through. There's our lead ball right there on our tarp. It looks like it broke part of the motor housing and all that other fun stuff out. So there's our ball. There's a bunch of the motor chips. There's our hole. So let's up our powder charge to 800 grains, see if we can send it through there. And if not, we'll move on to a steel ball. Okay guys, so we've already got one 400 powder grain charged in there. There's our second one for 800 grains. And our lead ball goes right on top of that. Seep the powder down. And here's our lead ball with the wad. And let's see what we can do against our lawnmower engine. Okay, here's where we hit. See right through, it went through all the way through, chipped some stuff right in there. Kind of knocked some stuff around in there and it went all the way through. I'll show you guys the back. There's where it came out at. Right in there, knocked a bunch of metal out of the way and it hit that tree right there. So 800 grains, no problem being stopped by our, no problem at all, sailing right through our motor of our lawnmower. So let's put a steel ball through and see what happens. Okay, y'all, 800 grains of lead ball goes right through the engine over there. So let's take a steel ball at 400 grains and see what happens to our lawnmower. Well, that sailed clean through our lawnmower, hit right there, dead center in that engine. And you can see kind of all the way through there where it went out on the other side over there. So I'll show you guys the back. There's the exit hole, nice clean hole all the way through. And it went all the way back here and hit the base of that tree right there. Now where that ball went from there, I have no earthly idea. But let's load up another steel ball with 800 grains and see what kind of damage we can do to that engine. Okay, y'all, slight change of plans. We're gonna do one of our giant mini balls next. I called these our T-Rex slugs, but now we have a base in the middle there, a big giant cavity, so this is technically a giant mini ball. So we're gonna see what this will do with 400 grains against our lawnmower engine. I don't really know, these things are really heavy and they hit really hard, so let's find out and see what happens. Well, we missed the engine, but we went right through that hole. You can kind of see where we hit the side right there just a little bit and hit some wires in there. So I looked on the camera already and you could see it sailed right through there. So 1 in a million shot. Missed everything entirely, went through that little hole in the middle. So let's load up another giant mini ball and see if we can hit our engine this time. Okay, y'all, that one took a little bit of investigating to figure out where we hit, but these things are not predictable. They do not fly straight, but that's where it hit. So let's load up something else and see what we can do to this lawnmower. Okay, y'all, well, our mini balls are not very predictable, so let's play with something that's gonna be one of our 3D printed giant canister tank shells. These things are filled with 38 caliber little steel ball bearings. So let's load one of these up against our lawnmower down there and see what happens. Okay, y'all, here we go. They didn't even go through the hood. Bunch of dents, bunch of steel balls on the ground, bunch of ball bearings down there all over the ground. Bunch of dents all over our lawnmower here where we hit it. But nothing seems like it went through. So some dents back here, nice big spread of that giant one right there on the seat. One right there on the steering wheel. A couple right there in the center console place, but nothing went through. Doesn't even look like it went through the metal of the hood itself. So let's load up a cannonball with 800 grains and see if we can send it right through the center of that motor right there and see what happens. Okay, y'all, 800 grains, lead ball, got it aimed dead center of that engine block. Let's see what'll happen. A quick shout out to Fairview Small Engines for helping us out with our lawnmower, and to Uncle Tommy for letting us use his range. Okay, y'all, well, that last lead ball went right through the exact same hole it did the first time, so we got another one. We aimed just a little bit lower, see if we can send it right through the center of that engine block. That did it. Now, there was no fuel in this lawnmower, so I'm not quite sure where that fireball comes from, because that was also a lead projectile, but still cool either way. Okay, guys, well, beautiful hole dead center of that engine block. Let's go see what happens. Okay, y'all, here's where we hit that first and second time. That's where we hit this time. So you can see where we went in. It blew out the entire back. I'll show you guys that in a second. So let's walk around here. Part of the engine down there on our tarp. Blew out the entire back side of the engine, all the stuff on the inside. You can see all the stuff going on in there. I also did notice back in here, it's part of our engine there on the ground. And that did a pretty good number on our lawnmower. So Cannon versus lawnmower, Cannon's gonna win. Well, guys, that was a fun one. Unfortunately, there wasn't a whole lot of explosions in today's video, but I sure hope you guys enjoyed watching that lawnmower engine get shot to pieces with our Cannon here. If you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It's really going to help us get this video out into the world of YouTube. And if you have any questions or comments about our Cannon, or anything you'd like to see us shoot with the Cannon or shoot out of the Cannon, go ahead and leave them down there in a comment as well, and I'll hopefully be able to get those out for you guys in a future video. Thanks again to TST e-bikes for sponsoring today's video. Thanks again to Fairview Small Engines for helping us out with our lawnmower. Once again, guys, my name's Jonathan, this is my Cannon, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of The Cannoneer.